Hey everybody, time for some Wingspan. We need ourselves a platform nest to start. That is a beautiful combo, and I also saw in the tray a barn swallow. So what are our bonus cards? We're going to want that barn swallow for our wetland most likely. Well, cherry birds. We've got two of those already. Don't think we want that downy woodpecker as well, but who knows. We just grab the barn swallow because we got nothing else for our forest. The question becomes, do we grab great horned owl? We're going to be getting 3 food at a time. I think we can risk it. Not going to spend our nectar on drawing 2 cards. Let's see here. Who are we up against? We can't tell right now. Can we tell right now? We're up against Cold Sundays. It's a cold Friday today. Taking a little break on my lunch hour for a little Wingspan. We like this. We'll do that. Tons of nectar in the tray. Holy cow. Grab the barn swallow and go. Trying some new things today. Have myself a new microphone. I know that my audio quality is rarely the best, to say the least. So I'll have a little clip-on mic. We'll see if that makes a difference. I've been using Open Broadcast Studio, OBS, and I kind of get my levels right below the yellow, and it seems to be really low. I always double the I double the volume of the audio before I export it as a video, and it still comes in low. So I've upped. So now I get it into the yellow. Well, there's a nice bird, but we don't care. We want brown powers. Yeah, so now I got my OBS bumping into the yellow range of volume, hoping that helps. I don't know why my volume is so low, but we're going to make things a little better here. We got to think about eggs now. Eggs is our next goal, as is usual for, for Oceania. So let's hope we get a better audio quality here. I like the mic I was using before, but wasn't really cutting it. We'll spend our nectar because we have so much in the tray. What did my opponent do? Made a falcon into the grasslands. I mean, it kind of makes sense with the end of round goal, but I hope he's got something really good for his his wetlands, because that would be a great wetland card to start. Almost as good as the barn swallow. So I guess the question now becomes, we try to get down. Well, the swallow is also a platform nest, so we don't have to worry about that. I think if it remains, we'll grab up that bonus card. Maybe even the Savannah Sparrow, but I don't know. We do need cheap birds for the next end of round goal. We really gotta worry about eggs. Well, we're getting tons of nectar here. It's gonna be 3, so we are gonna be able to get down this great horned owl very quickly. Unless we just want to spend the food on tray resets, but we do like that finch. So I don't know if that's coming. Laid eggs. Uh-oh. What's he got coming? Does he have a killdeer or a Franklin's gull? I'm a little worried. I am not going to. Franklin's gull would be pretty rough for us. That is for sure. We'll grab up this finch and one more. Hope it's garbage so we can chuck it for an egg. We'll see. We got 4 turns left. I smell a Franklin's gull if ever there was one. Could be a what's it's called? The stork. Just needs to get a food. Oh wow. Okay, well I feel like we should just draw and be happy with tying the end of round goal. We need eggs. We need to focus on eggs at this point. So we'll grab a couple. Well, there we go. Ask and ye will receive. And another cherry bird. Oh man, that means we're gonna have to. I think we skip. We chuck the great horned owl. It's a nice bird, but always be tucking. Never be cashing. What would we do? Play this guy. We prefer the finch or the great horned owl. I think we can hold off. We'll have to skip. Wait, what are we doing? Okay, I guess yeah, we're there. Okay, we'll skip. Do that one more time. Maybe we play this guy. I'm trying to think about how we spend that third nectar. I want to just lay one egg right now. Let's get this guy down. We don't want to reset the tray. We can't spend it on an egg. It might just be lost. As much as I hate to say it. Let my opponent play. Oh, we're getting cards. That's nice. That is another cheap bird for the next round. Mm. Well, my card went away. Savannah Sparrow would be nice, but our egg production is still not magnificent. So we're going to reset the tray with our nectar so it's not lost. Okay, well, both of these are good. I feel like we're gonna get a lot of food coming our way. We're doing on the next. Well, that's the final end of round goal. Yeah, I think we like the Kiriru. Of course, is a Vidi bird, 3 points, so it's a cheap bird. But how often is my opponent gonna have nectar with this setup? I feel like it's going to be spent. We're going to be hitting that forest. It's obviously pointing towards a forest slash grassland play here. Do we keep the kelp gull? Yeah, I think so. It's fun to play with those resources. Oh, we got it. We got a tuck. Okay, let's go back. Nope. You would think with all the updates they'd figure out the back button. Here we go. All right, so let's see here. Yeah, we've got take the bob white, canvas back. Eh, we like the kelp gull more. We'll take that guy. We don't want to be passing out cards. My opponent has nothing in the, in the in the wetlands. We'll tie up this end of round goal. I wonder if my opponent has falconer or rodentologist. Yeah. It's gonna get 2. We will match. I get an extra egg out of it. We love that. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll do that. All good there. Next goal is to get down this red start, or maybe red start into. Well, we got 3 eggs. We can do red start, kelp gull, bob white. So that is our goal. My opponent has no Inca Dove to worry about for this end of round. Probably just going to grab cards. We'll get a card out of it. We like that. Unfortunately, the bird feeder is not looking great for our, for this guy. Man, between the white-backed woodpecker and the American redstart, this kelp gull is going to get us a lot of cards, I feel. Which is great for eggs. Oh, I just missed what he grabbed. That's a pain. Well, that's a thing. It's good for this next end of round goal. My opponent's got down big birds already, though, so I think we're well ahead in that department. We are. We're 2 ahead. Cerulean warbler appears. We don't need it. We don't need it. We need one more cherry bird. On to the next round. It leaves the warbler, but I don't think we have room for it. Well, that's kind of fun. Not a cheapo bird, though, believe it or not. Well, the food ain't great, but how's my opponent's food situation? Very weak. So this guy might be good. We could stick him in the grasslands, I suppose. We're going to get the food for it here. Gotta think about this hummingbird. I don't think it's going to be worth it for anything, especially since my opponent has crud for food. Do we chuck him? Honestly, well, he'd be good for cycling if we hit up our wetland again. Get that nectar. Celebrate good times. We're going to get down our... Let's get this guy... Let's see if he grabs food right now. If he does not... Yeah, he did. Grab 2 food. Looks like he's got some other predator. Do we just get him down? Gets us a lot of food for this kelp gull. Which gets us a lot of cards, which gets us a lot of eggs. And options. I guess there's... Oh, no, because we could get him down into the forest. I mean, the wetlands. I feel like between the kelp gull... Yeah. Let's get down our red start to begin. And then we got to think about... We'll see what my opponent plays next. Might keep him in our back pocket for the end of round goal. Might be the wiser play. If he's going for food again, I'll be very upset. Looks like he is. Dang it. Well, so much for that great plan. Guess I should have recognized the tray reset. All right, we want grain now for our bunting. Get a rat for our owl. Get a couple nectar. Life is good. We have ourselves 2 eggs left. We'll get down our bobwhite into... We don't have the food for the... Oh, we do have the food for the kelp gull. So do we go kelp gull or do we go sacred kingfisher? Are we... Well, how many cards do you really need with this kelp gull is the question. Be nice to help with this. Get further ahead for this end of round. Do we have another forest bird? We might want that flycatcher. Let's get down our bobwhite to start. What did my opponent do? All right, well, oh, he played Raven. Okay, well, bye-bye, Mr. Kingfisher. That was what he had up his sleeves. So now he's in a very strong position between that warbler, point generators, and Raven. Food production is still not fantastic. I'm very glad we held off on that sacred kingfisher. All right, we can play the kelp gull next. How are we doing this round? We're still well ahead. 3 turns left. Could still pull it out. We might want to think about this pipet. Food, eggs, pipet. That might be a thing. I kind of like that. Let's see if he gets another bird down. Another cheapo bird this round. He does have a single rat. I hope he does not have rheumatologist. Kind of smelling it, but we'll see. You know, the Raven is an interesting card. I don't feel like it's necessarily that great of a card these days. I'm shocked that it is the only card left, Common Raven and the Chwalin Raven, that house rules apply to. I feel like the Gull and the Killdeer are stronger than the Raven. With the Gull and the Killdeer, you know you're going to get junk cards that you can exchange for eggs, but Raven, every single food you get, you know you're going to spend, so the Killdeer and the Franklin's Gull, since you have plenty of cards to chuck for eggs on this Oceania board, feels like the superior bird to the Raven. So personally, I feel like if you're going to do any sort of house rules, it should be on the Gull and the Killdeer. Nope, he gained a bunch of um, he gained a bunch of food, of course. He's building up them points on his predators. So we're going to lay eggs. Tempted to get rid of this hummingbird at this point. I think we're going to do it. Could save it for an extra food, however, but eggs, we don't like visiting our grasslands, that is for sure. So let's spread them out. Let's get everyone an egg. And then if we need to, we'll do food into what's he gonna play? All right, so yep, he could still play one more cheapo bird. He's got the egg, so to secure this end of rat, he could do a double play even, of course. So we'll do this. We'll get another rat for our, you know what's it, and get our 2 nectar, our pipet. Hopefully securing the end of round. The opponent has been drawing tons of cards, of course. Could be revealing a lot of good stuff with that Budgerdigar. This is a scary engine. Not feeling great about this one. He's not going to be getting tons of birds, but oh, he grabbed the bonus. Oh, he's not. He did not play a bird, so we are winning this end of round. What do we see down there? Well, just the flycatcher, which would help with our bonus card, but I think our food draw is too strong already. So instead of this guy, let's get down our kelp gull. We're going to have a lot of food to play with. Then our next goal is going to be the owl. I think for the sake of tempo, we're just going to overpay for it. All right. Well, we like the kiwi. Most assuredly. Nothing. Migrators. I could say some things about migrators. I've decided that migrators are great at the start of Oceania because there's such a huge jump between 0 cards down, birds played, and 1 bird played. It's basically doubling your intake. I guess we should draw 2 for off the top first. That's nice. That's not nice. Another. You know what? We're gonna skip for now. Beyond that, you know, once you get so yeah, it's nice to bounce them back and forth between the first column at the start of a game, and then after that, they pretty much lose their power. But that's pretty strong, I gotta say. Okay, well, this game has become. Ooh, we might like that Malleefowl. We're gonna have quite a few of those. Yeah, so migrators get a bad rap, if you ask me. All right, 5 turns left. 4 eggs. How are we doing with brown powers? We are 1 ahead, so we got to get, this will be a 2 ahead. Maybe get this hummingbird down at some point. We'll see how the end of round goal. Hopefully we're going to get another brown power. We're going to draw cards one more time, then we're going to have 9 turns and like, how many cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 we want to play? Yeah, that's plenty. Ooh, yellow throat. We'll grab you and you. Zuli Bunting, I kind of doubt. We'll skip once again. That kelp gull is doing nothing for us. Take this guy for the end of round. Do I go crazy and put him? Oh, I can't put him in the forest. I've kind of fallen in love with putting as many birds down in the forest as possible, especially if they give you food. I have to say that, ooh, gray lag goofs for the final end of round. We don't really have a ton of, well, we got a few wetland birds. He's going to need a lot of birds to make that work for him. Tempted, but not going to do it. Let's get this guy down. Get our nice little engine going. Okay, we've got 2 more eggs left. And tempted by that goose. That's a 10-point bird right there, but yeah, maybe we go for it. Maybe we go for it. We're going to have to sacrifice some other birds. It would be blue throat, king rail, goose into the wetland. So I think our next goal should be the blue throat after we grab up that goose. Opponent does not grab it yet. Going to give us another card. Nope. Oh, he laid eggs. Ooh, cassowary. Don't know what we put. Well, we got this blue throat for our bonus card, so yeah. So that'll do just nice. What about my opponent, though? Nope. He's got a bunch of eggs on his forest bird. Okay, there we go. That's fine. Don't think the Phoebe's going to get played. You can definitely go bye-bye at this point. Well, that'll be good for my opponent. We are suspecting a rodentologist, so he's got to go. Okay, well, the feeder's not great, but we get 5 food at a time, so we're okay with that. Let's just work on our wetland now. We're going to get down. The blue throat will help with this. We're 2 ahead. The opponent has 2 turns left. He's in the middle of his 3rd here. It's giving us more cards, so we can chuck it for our food. Beautiful. We'll do that. Chuck this guy. Get that nectar. Get more food. What do we need? We need grain. We have 1 nectar so far, but we need to do this. Do you want to do that? Yeah, we got omnis. So that way we can, good job, do this. And then we can get, oh, no nectar. Okay. Well, fish, we do have ourselves the king rail. So we're going to do that. 1 turn left. We will get down our brown power blue throat. Nectar. Oh, shoot, we're going to have to overpay for it. That is terrible. Well, we'll see. We'll see what my opponent does. If he gets down 1 more brown power here, then we have to think about what brown power we're going to play. I think we just have to overpay. Or we could get down our Phoebe. Not a brown power, so we are safe with this end of round goal. Oh, what do we want to play? What can we play? We can play the this guy. Okay. And then next up we've only got 5 turns left, right? So yeah, going for the goose could prove to be a bit of an issue, but we'll see. Oh, he doesn't have falconer. We've got this guy. I don't think we're gonna have time to get him down. I think we got better stuff to play besides him. How many grain birds do we have? We've got 1, 2. That would get us the lower 3. That would get us the lower bounds. But we gotta think, 5 turns left. Not too much food in hand. We do have the food for the Roadrunner. Would give us 4 points here, but we need to get these 2 guys down. We need to get down the blue throat, gray lag goose. We don't have hardly any eggs. Well, the blue throat and the gray lag goose will get us 3, so we'll go with that guy. Doing well for the end of round. Not doing well with the nectar, of course. This guy was debatable, that's for sure. Probably should have just Taking the tie. We had so much good stuff to play. Yeah, should not. Well, I was worried about my opponent grabbing it, but that was probably not something I needed to worry about. So 5 turns left. We're going to have to get food and eggs. So that leaves 3 turns to play things, but I don't think we're going to have the food for everything we want to play, but we'll see what we can get away with. Hmm. We probably just laid eggs. Pierce. Okay, well, look at all that nectar. That's going to help us out a ton. Oh, it all went away. Wow, gained food. You sneaky guy. What do we know? We can get rid of this Phoebe. How's our grub situation? We need grain. We got grubs. That's great. Do we need a fish? I don't think so. So we'll get another grub. Another nectar. All right, well, Sace Phoebe would certainly be nice, but who's got... Oh, well, no, we don't have time to grab. So let's get down our blue throat and our goose. Oh, we got to get eggs. Doing good on our bonus cards. Spend all of our nectar in the forest, I mean the wetlands. I just have to take the L. California condor. Oh man, that gives us a little hope. Play him here. Oh, you need eggs. All right. Well, this will be our one last egg lay. Definitely discard some cards. What are we sure we're not going to play? Well, you, I think. Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to play... Once we play you and you, that's 6 food. That leaves us with... that leaves us with 5, 8, 9. Leaves us with 3 food. Guessing the Malleefowl could go down, but I don't think we're going to have the kiwi food. All right, well, we're going to bust something out here. We got 3 nectar, we got 3 grubs, and 1 rat. So let's say we are in... We have 3 turns left, right? 4 turns left? Let's go back. We have 4 turns left. So, but at 3, we have ourselves a little cheat sheet here. We can... I have devised this in turn 3. We got plenty of eggs. Let's look at our grub situation. We have 3 grubs, 5 nectar, 1 rat. So let's go back. 3 grubs, no fruits, a rat, and 5. Then we're going to play blue throat. This takes all the brain work out of it, which will leave us with 2 grubs, 3 nectar. We are going to play a goose, which will leave us with, unfortunately, 0 nectar, 2 grubs, and a rat. So we're going to have 2 grubs and a rat in our final turn. So then what are we going to do with that? Whoops, we don't need to see my doom mapping. Let's see here. Let's just get this guy down. All right, eggs. So we're not going to be able to get down our kiwi, so he can go. Should we spread these out, or should we stack them up all in the one who can hold 4? I guess we stack them all up. Although we're going to be spending them. So that's okay. You can go. Yeah. You here. Doesn't really matter, though. Okay. I think it's going to be our Malleefowl with our 3 grubs. Could do the pipit, but the Malleefowl is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's definitely the Malleefowl. More cards for us. European Roller, that changes everything. All right. Oh, grabbing cards. Let's put down our blue throat. Let's see. Yep, we got to do that. I think that Malleefowl might just clench it for us, but we'll see. 7 points, 3 points. End of round goal is acquired. Will we defeat the Raven? Some low point score turns this time for my opponent. Playing a Condor, which is potentially low. And the Cassowary down, so that's a big play. That's like 8 points minus a few. Let's get down our friend here. Should we play him last? Is my opponent anywhere close to? He's got 1 turn left. He's only got 2 cherries. He could put something here if he presumes he can win the end of round. So maybe he has forgotten that. Change this to that. That. How's the nectar doing there? We can't afford to spend 2 nectar here, I believe. Because if we do, we'd be 1 food short, so not worth it. This will leave us 3 nectar for our goose. That is just fine by me. All right. Let's see if my opponent plays something that costs 2 cherries into the grasslands. I certainly hope so. That would be great for us. Oh, tons of eggs. Very scary. 4 bonus cards, too. Not a ton of birds. 4 bonus cards is big, though. We only have 2. Eggs and bonus cards might just do it. But we're going to have a lot of eggs from our Malleefowl. I think 10. What'd you do, buddy? Turkey Vulture into the what? Well, that's got to be a bonus card play. So let's see here. This guy is not needed to win the end of round goal. So can we do something better? Wait. It is needed. So this is 7 plus 3 minus 2. That's a 8-point play. Now things are getting a little scary. Well, can we put something into the wetland besides this guy now, or the forest? We can put him into the forest, which wins us the end of round. We're still winning the nectar battle. Will it make any difference? It won't make any difference. I think this guy's the better play. We totally don't need this power anymore. It's only 1 point more than the kiwi. We can get rid of this bird feeder. Only 3 points. It also still gets us an egg from the Malleefowl. Change of plans, everybody. All right, my opponent does not have the ability to play anything else. He's totally out of turns. Let's do this. Very happy with that. Biddy remains strong. All right, well, 6 and 4. We'll take it. 10 more points. So that went from a 3-point bonus card to 10 points. Very good play. Well, I feel like we strategically we're doing well, but of course we were up against a Raven, so let's just see. Get a lot of eggs here. Only 8. My math was incorrect. Nectar was not us, but winning just about all the end of round goals. Was a little ahead in all those departments. All right, well, let's see if we can beat the Raven. Fingers crossed, everybody. Wow, that's pretty good. Head on bonus cards despite being 1 down. Feeling good so far. Well, only eggs were not that strong. A little bit more on Tux. We got this one. By a country mile, as they say. 110 to 95. GG to my opponent. Let's go see what they have for themselves. That Raven, I'm telling you, it ain't what it used to be. Take away the house rules for the Raven. They had themselves tiny birds, cheapo birds. Oh, mechanical engineer for the win, and 1 Tucker. So very well done by my opponent. But Ultimately, the forced engine is too strong. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. And we'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.